Okay, this was letter D for Daniel and the Lion's Den, but of course Daniel. And Jim Bryan learning to write his name. And I've been working with him on that very well, and I think he's coming along very well. He knows how to spell his name just if you ask him, but he's not very good at writing or anything like that. But like I said, it'll come. And this is the color he wanted to paint his little lion, and I painted Daniel for him. He was getting tired of coloring, so and then we open it up, and this is two lap books pasted back to back. And again, I go over the story of Daniel, this was chapter 6, verses 1 through 28. I read the story from the Bible because I do want him to get that. Since we do read from the King James Version only, I do want him to get that and hear me saying that. But then I go over the children's part with him, the children's story. And then we had our traceable words. I ran out of stickers, so I had to write an R in there. And the traceable words were the words found in the actual story. So Jim Bryan traced over the words, and he does know what the words say. If you hold it up to him, he's not very well with Daniel, but he'll get there. And he knows exactly what they say and what they mean, and when we went over it. And of course, when he says palace, he says Alice. And then all of the words, like I said, they coincide with the story. And if I would have printed out the King James Version, I would have had him highlight the words in the story, but I didn't. Oops. And then on this one, which he didn't want to paint the rock, but it says, peek inside to see who God's angel is keeping safe. And then when you turn it, there's the angel and the lions and Daniel. And he does know that God sent the angel to shut the mouth of the lions so they wouldn't eat Daniel. And then if you take it, you can flip it out like that. And let's see, from the front there you have that. And Jim Bryan, I printed this line just off of Google. I just found a picture to print, and I thought this one was cute, and then this one as well of Daniel praying. And then the paints that we used, we made our own paint. Jim Bryan helped me make 8 different colors of paint. And we just used 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, food coloring. I got the gel food coloring, not the liquid. And then a little bit of water to make a paste, and we stirred it all together, and then this is what we come up with. And you can feel it has texture to it, so of course that's good for touch. And then up here, I dipped Jim Bryan's fingers, and if you know my son, he does not like to get his fingers messy or dirty, so this was a chore, but it came out very well. Jim Bryan's paw print, so these are all of his fingers and his thumb right here. And this just says, I wrote in there, Daniel and the Lion's Den timeline and Jim Bryan's paw print. And you just turn the pages. I put a little brad there on the side, or some people call it a clasp. I call it a brad. And then you just turn the pages like that, and it goes through the whole story of Daniel for children to be able to read at his age level, when he's able to really read better than what he is. And then if you can flip it over, and I found this little image on, I'm sorry, I can't remember the website, but I just printed it out, and Jim Bryan pasted and put the lion together. So that was our letter D. Okay, bye-bye. Hope you're enjoying these.